I have had the great pleasure of serving as your Secretary of State for the past 12 years. When I came to this office was on a cloud of controversy, and individuals were required to buy fundraising tickets, sell fundraising tickets, and do political work. I thought it was ugly when I first heard about it, and so when I became the Secretary of State, I banned the practice of my employees buying fundraising tickets, selling fundraising tickets, or doing political work, because I believe that if you're doing a good enough job, there are enough people out there of goodwill who will help you to arrive at where you want to be financially. I brought on a fellow by the name of Jim Burns, who's a former U.S. Attorney from the Northern District of Illinois, to assist me in rooting out corruption and bringing this office into where it should be, or where it should have been a long time ago. I run the largest Secretary of State office in the nation. I have 3,700 employees, a $396 million budget, 138 offices and 23 agencies. I'm head librarian for the state of Illinois. I have 5,000 libraries that come under my jurisdiction, and we distribute about $77 million a year to those libraries. I am in charge of the literacy program. I think we have about 260 agencies that we provide dollars to, helping individuals learn English as a second language, be able to obtain their GED, and to become better educated and better informed. And the organ and tissue donor program is the #1 organ tissue donor program in the nation. We have 5.3 million Illinoisans who have signed to become organ donors. However, there are 5,000 people on the waiting list as we speak. And each year, about 300 people die because organs have not arrived in a timely manner. We ask that when you're alive and well, give blood. When you're no longer here, give organs. When you've done those two things, we've made a positive impact upon society. Consider the fact that one person can provide life or improve the quality of life for 25 individuals. Representative D'Amico came to me one day and he said, Mr. Secretary, I want to solicit your support in changing the driving age from 16 to 18. There was an accident that took place in my district, and the fathers from that community have asked me to come to Springfield to solicit your support and change the driving age from 16 to 18. I said we could increase the number of hours that parents would be required to work with their young driver from 25 hours to 50 hours. We realized that a little bit more had to be done, so we established a graduated driver's license committee, and we conducted hearings across the state of Illinois, and we came up with what we consider to be one of the finest documents ever devised by a man or woman. We require parents to spend 50 hours behind the wheel with the child, and of the 50 hours, 10 of those hours would be done at night, and it would cover a 9-month period of time, 3 seasons, the fall, winter, and spring months. We also realized that nighttime driving created a problem for the young drivers. So they can only drive up to 11 o'clock at night on weekends and 10 o'clock during the week. Too many young people, too many friends in the car is a distraction for the driver, so the driver could only have one unrelated person in the automobile with them for the first 1-year period of time. We have found that when you have a carload of family members, they do not create a distraction for the driver. Young drivers used to get themselves in trouble by getting a ticket. They'd go to court and represent themselves. With the new legislation, they have to bring their parents with them. Sometimes these young people get involved with what is called street racing or drag racing. The car will be impounded, they'll go to jail, they'll lose their license. A lot of the school districts across the state of Illinois would spend 1 hour behind the wheel with the qualified instructor and 5 hours in the classroom using the simulator, which is a good tool when you don't have anything else. And now they are required to spend 6 hours behind the wheel with the qualified driver because we believe that you're going to get a bigger bang for the buck. We put on our website, www.cyberdriveillinois.com, in the area of the graduated driver's license section, a contract that parents could draw down, look at it, modify it if they so desire, read it, affix their signature to it, have the son or the daughter to read it and affix their signature to it. So if by chance they happen to get a ticket, parents will not have a problem of getting the keys from them or helping them to understand that they did wrong, and there's a price they have to pay when that happens. So you say, Johnny, we have a little problem here. You have a ticket in a contract over here. It says that if you get a ticket, you're going to relinquish the keys to me for the first 2-week period of time. Is that right? He says, well, is this your signature, Johnny? Oh, yes, it is, Mother. Oh, yes, it is, Father. Well, may I have the keys, please? And so they'll give you the keys to the parents for the next 2 weeks. The other thing that we've done, and that is we put on our website a PIN number so parents can go into our system, and by the use of the PIN number, they can see how well the young driver is driving or how poorly the young driver is driving. We're proud of the fact that over a year and a half of this graduated driver's license program, our report card indicates that we have a 52% reduction in the loss of lives of our young drivers. My effort in the future is to reduce those numbers down as far as I can to zero, because when you lose one life, that's one life too many. We've also have moved forward in the area of texting. We had a bill passed in the Illinois General Assembly that banned the use of texting anywhere in the state of Illinois. We also initiated a bill in the General Assembly that put a ban on the use of cell phones in school zones and in construction zones. I taught school for 33 years, and when you have kids playing on the playground, the ball happens to roll out into the street, the kid is not going to look both ways. They're going to try to retrieve the ball as quickly as they possibly can. We want these young people to live a long and productive life, and that's why we want an extra pair of eyes out there watching out for our future leaders. When it comes to our construction zones, we have our men and women out there resurfacing and paving and designing the road so we can get from point A to point B safely. And we also want them to be able to go back home to their loved ones. And that will not occur if a person is spending time talking on their cell phone, not being mindful of the fact that in a construction zone, there are a lot of adjustments that they may have to make. So we want these people to be able to continue to take care of their families.